Ladies and gentlemen, your official introductions for this amateur catchweight bout. First, the fighter standing in the blue corner. This fighter is 26 years of age. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall and weighed in 71.8 kilograms. He has a record of no wins, 1 loss, no draws. Hailing from Bridgewater, Liam Nash. And across the cage in the red corner, this fighter is 20 years of age. He stands 6 feet tall and weighed in at 70.6 kilograms. He has a record of 2 wins, 1 loss, no draws. Both wins coming by way of submission. Hailing from Devizes, George Maslem. And this bout is held over 3 4-minute rounds.
Okay, so here we have a 70-kilo lightweight fight in the amateur division. George Maslem coming in here at a 2-1-0 record, both his wins coming by submission. And then we've got Liam Nash coming in the blue corner, looking for his first win.
Yeah, George is a talented fighter. I refereed a few of his fights before. He's sharp, he's fast, he moves. And let's hope the other guy can keep up with him.
What do we know about Liam Nash? Obviously, he's had the one fight and lost it.
Not much. I haven't seen him fight before, but he's got a good gym behind him, so let's hope he can do the business tonight.
Well, he fielded the head kick but went straight in for a clinch. But George looking very strong in the clinch.
Yeah, he's basing out really well.
You know, Liam's got the double underhooks, but he doesn't seem to be able to do anything with it yet.
No, he's just leaning on him. Really needs to make some action on it.
So here we go, he's working in. He's got the double underhooks. I'd like to see him drop those down. He needs to get his hands tight behind the waist and pull his centre in. At the moment, he's up by the neck. But he's got the takedown.
He's got him down, well done. Brilliant leg trip off the left.
So far, so Liam Nash, we have inside control.
Yeah, he's turned him into the centre of the cage. But he almost got guard on him just there.
Now, Liam Nash went in there. He instigated the clinch. He's gone for the takedown. This is maybe dangerous move against someone like George, who's got 2 wins by submission.
Yeah, he's really needs to look at his game plan. If he wants to continue fighting on the ground, he should really have made a much better decision with that.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, I think I'd be looking, if I was Liam, to start working some strikes. You know, if you're working against a submission guy, you're holding that side control, he needs to work the strikes. Look, it looks like he's getting the guard back here. He's
almost got back in guard, but it does seem to be no effort on the ground with regards to strikes. They really need to get a base, start striking, and start to put some damage on his opponent.
Now, Liam Nash is holding his legs in the right sort of position. You know, he's got that nice low base. You know, he's not got the jiu-jitsu knees in, head down. He's got a nice hips down where he can strike very well. He's just not using it for strikes. He's just holding on too tight. I wouldn't be surprised if referee Andy Butlin stands him up if there's not much action.
No, I mean, yeah, he's taking his gas out of him by really putting pressure on his chest, but his arms around his neck, and he needs to get moving on that.
I was just about to say, George needs to hook up that leg.
Yeah, he's got some flexibility in that hip, but he's still not getting there just yet.
See how he's got hold of his own leg there?
Yes.
Now he's tied that up. He can use that to try and roll Liam over and work to get the back.
Let's hope he does, because it will really change the game on there. And hopefully he'll be able to take his back as well. I mean, I'm not sure if he's going to roll him or take his back, but...
If anything, he's stalling the position and he'll get stood back up.
Alright, Dave, back to side mount.
So at the moment, we're looking at Liam Nash. He's got 1 loss. He's winning this fight. He's got the takedown. He's held side control. He's not letting George back into the fight. But
no, he's not.
Nothing really happening.
No, he's kind of laying prey on top at the moment, but he wants to start making.
Now this could be dangerous.
Yeah,
you've got a submission guy here with the full guard.
Yeah, he's still got his legs quite low at the moment, but
yeah, now he's going to start working the strikes. But he's woken up Liam, reminding him he can punch.
Yeah, he has indeed.
How many times do we see that in a fight? You know, the guy's been working to get to the floor. He starts working the grappling. He suddenly gets hit and remembers, you know what, I can punch you too.
Yeah, of course you can. And you often see it strikes off the floor. And some of those ones can get through his guard.
He's climbing those legs up and he's looking for the armbar.
Oh, and he's broken out of it. Beautiful hammer fist down on top there.
Yeah, this is good work from Liam Nash.
Yeah, he's controlling. He's on top and he's dictating. He could be doing more with that, but he's winning at the moment.
Yeah, certainly. He needs to be very careful of his base. You know, when he's looking to pass like that, he was close to being swept there.
Yeah, his hips are quite high at the moment, but he is being forced into a position that he don't want to be.
Now,
just being tied up at the moment there.
Yeah, I'd like to see George do more with this, you know, working his legs up in the guard position.
There we go.
Right. Okay. Well, we just finished the round there. I'm looking at, you know, that's a very obvious round there for Liam Nash.
Yeah, easily. He's controlled. He's looked the man in control at the moment, and quite simply, George really needs to step it up and not get caught on his back. And if he does get caught, he needs to move quickly. Okay.
So if you were in the corner now of George Maslem, what would you be telling? What would your advice be now?
At the moment, we haven't seen him on his feet, and if I was his coach, I really want to start to trade in, try and pick him apart from the outside at the moment, because obviously he doesn't want to go to the ground.
Okay, well, the advice here, we can see Liam Nash, his coach looks very happy. He's telling him more of the same, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably definitely saying to him, I want some more strikes there, and hammer fists, at least if you're in close. There's a 10-second count, but he's in control. He needs to step it up, but this round, I think we're going to see some action, much more.
So, could we be seeing the first win here for Liam Nash?
I'm not sure at the moment. I'll let you know 10 seconds in.
Okay, well, we're expecting Liam Nash to come out and try and get more of the same. If he can get another takedown and control that ground position, we could be looking at a win here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he just wants to get some sneaky ones in and then really start to do some damage to his opponent.
So both guys wearing Venom shorts, both with tattoos, but George Maslem wearing the more cycling style denim shorts.
Yeah, nothing like, I would like those shorts to be a little bit shorter, proper Vale Tudo shorts, but...
Oh, we like the classic Vale Tudo.
Yeah, easily. But, all right, well, they're both trying to get a little opening at the moment, pick each other apart.
A fairly even exchange.
Yeah.
George keeps looking for that head kick.
He does. I would be a little bit worried with Liam. He's got his hands on the cage at the moment by the looks of it, but he's taken them off. Yeah. And also, his guard was pretty wide open, and a straight jab was coming through the middle.
I think what he was looking for was to crash the line, as he did again there to get the clinch.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, he threw a few strikes, but I think it looked like he wanted to initiate that clinch. This time, though, we've got George with the underhook.
Yes.
You know, last time Liam went straight in, he got the double underhook straight away.
Yeah, and he did control it initially from there, and then obviously he got the takedown. But yeah, they've still got that high position at the moment. One movement from another person.
Yeah.
He's starting to get his hips a little lower now and picking his legs away.
Yeah, he's looking for a hip toss there, I think.
Yeah, he was. Didn't pay off, and so he retracted back to the side of the cage, but he's still got him. He's still got control.
Yeah, I'd like to see a little bit more knee strikes, you know, in this position. He clinched against the fence, start to try and use the knee strikes.
I mean, you got a lot of options. He could knee to the body, he could knee to the legs, he could really start to just make it uncomfortable for being up against the cage. At the moment, he's not making use of all his possibilities.
No, he does need to be careful. He's had 2 warnings now for the referee for holding on to the fence.
Yeah, he's... obviously, these guys are amateurs. They're still new to the game.
It can be an instant reaction sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, look
there
at
we go.
Now, George Maslem pulled guard there, I believe.
Yeah, he did. He knew that he was going, so we thought guard better than side mount.
Now, to me, that can be a sign of someone, you know, they've not done enough in the wrestling. You never want to pull guard in a fight where you can be punched in the face. Exactly.
At the moment, he's on his back. He's putting the heel strikes into the thigh, but they're not effective at the moment. They're not annoying. He's going for the
He's got very long
triangle.
legs there. He's got the full body triangle from underneath.
Yes, he has. That'll start to lock down his hips and stop him from moving. But
I have issues with the body triangle from underneath. You're locking yourself into a position where, really, you know, what are you trying to do? Stall to get stood back up?
Pretty much.
You're not doing anything else. You know, you can't get any submissions when you've locked on a body triangle.
And he has switched back to regular guard, but...
And again, a close guard. I'm not a fan of a close guard either. I like to see an active guard tight.
He needs
keep your legs in tight.
Oh, there we go. He's tried to roll him, and he has.
Brilliant.
He's got the mount as well. Well done.
That's exactly what I want to see. Great work there from George Maslem.
He switched to one butterfly, got his foot in on that inner thigh, and rolled him straight away.
Yeah, that's what he needed. I think he could have done that sooner, but this is great work. We're going to have to see some defence here from Liam Nash. It's going to be stopped. We're going to have to see defence.
He's got to start moving. Oh, he's slowed down a little bit. Get a hammer fist in there. Get something to sneak through and open him up again.
Maybe looking for some single shots rather than sometimes a flurry makes the referee have to stop it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not defending, I've seen it many times, the referee will stop it through inactivity and not defending
and
effectively.
And he's got a good minute and a half left in this round.
He's trying to tie up his shoulder as well. He's looking for the armbar.
Yeah,
no. Oh.
You know what? He rushed that a little bit,
but he's still looking for that arm.
He could still get the armbar here.
No, and he's out. Same thing again.
Well done, Liam Nash, and he's past the guard.
He pulled out second time. Any threat of a submission, he stood straight back up and came down on top of him.
What a great round there. That is going to be a tough round to score because both had the high points.
Yeah.
But I think I'd probably edge towards George Maslem just because he was the closest to a finish.
He was close to a finish. I'm not sure. I mean, he had him up against the side of the cage, and Liam was pressuring him up against the side of the cage, and George was lucky to reverse him. Yeah. And that reverse did turn into a submission attempt. Yeah,
he did get a very nice sweep, then fired the strikes in from that sweep. The referee was looking on closely, but then he switched and worked for a submission. I think that was great work and a good round for George Maslem.
Yeah,
Maslem to say
this
he obviously
not
lost
over,
the first.
is it?
This is definitely, I think there's a round in it each.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, his flurries were a lot more active when he was on the ground. I mean, with regards to Liam, George in that flurry has put in more ground strikes than Liam has in the entire fight. So there's something he really needs to think about. He doesn't want to be caught on his back in mount again.
Okay, it's our third and final round of this lightweight contest.
Yeah, they're ready to go, and they're not going to hold anything back. They have to go for it.
I think both guys know they've got a round each.
Yeah, easily. Oh, good little Superman
he wobbled
punch.
him with that Superman punch, stopped him in his tracks.
That did indeed, and it hit him on the button. We saw his head rock back there.
George Maslem making a statement at the start of this round.
Definitely. And Liam looked a little bit shell-shocked just then. He was throwing a few shots himself, but his chin was high. Wasn't really thinking about his posture there.
They're in a 50-50 position here, and we're back with Liam pushing against the fence. You know, he's showing a lot of strength, Liam, in these clinches.
He has. He's dictated the wrestling game, and I mean, I honestly predict if he stays up against the side of the cage like he is at the moment, we're going to see another takedown.
Well, for a long time I've said, in a fight where you've got fairly evenly matched guys, or in pretty much any MMA fight, the guy with the good wrestling is the guy who decides where that fight goes. Yeah. You know, he can dictate if a good wrestler will put the fight on the ground or will keep the fight standing.
Yeah.
And in this fight, it's been Liam Nash.
Yeah, exactly. He hasn't thrown as much dirty boxing as I like to see, but he's still controlled him. And George at the moment hasn't got an answer for that.
Well, exactly. And earlier in the first couple of rounds, I was saying, you know, I'd really like to see him working more knees, and that's what we're starting to see here now. Yeah, he's got him against the fence, but he's working. He must
be listening to his corner because he's starting to put them in.
But we've got George with the dirty foot stomps.
That was pure power, that takedown.
Yes, and with the other ones as well, I think he used a lot of just strength, but he showed that grit, that determination. He wants him on the floor. He's going to get him there.
Yeah, and I mean his arm position, we're virtually up underneath his armpits, and he still managed to manhandle him to the ground. But George is still moving his legs up high, and he's trying to pressure that armbar again.
With those submissions.
I mean, easily.
Very flexible, very long legs.
Yeah, he's almost bent in half at the moment, but if he is able to shift those hips, no.
And that's exactly what Liam needs to do. When he goes for a submission attempt, as soon as he doesn't get it, he needs to punish him with strikes.
Exactly.
That's great work there from Liam Nash.
Well done.
But he still needs to be careful up against the fence here.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, George's hips, they're not done yet. He still wants to be moving quite fast, and by the looks of it, he's tied himself up in again. He's put him into the body triangle. It's almost set, but
I think George just wanted to get stood back up, and
and he's standing him up.
Good timing there from that.
We want to see more action, and at the moment, it's only stalled up against the corner.
So we're halfway through the last round. George Maslem's got to do something because Liam Nash is probably winning this round so far.
They're both. If anything, I mean, George is looking a little bit fatigued. And Liam is still pushing the pace a little bit, and he's got a little bit more form.
He certainly is. They're both looking a little disorganised, but that's probably down to tiredness.
Yeah. George's hands are dropping just a little bit, but at the moment, they're still back up against the cage again.
And sometimes you've got to love these guys, you know, the novice amateurs, they put everything into everything they do.
It's quite a common case where you see the professionals, they're much more methodical and tactical about their actions. Amateurs, the most entertaining fights. The top 10 of them are all amateur fights.
He needs to be very careful here with his headlock. You don't let him round the back.
Oh,
he needs to be very careful. He has done. He's let him go. So dangerous, those playground headlocks.
Exactly.
This could be George Maslem, a submission master.
What is he going to do with it? Is he going to rag him to the ground? He has indeed, but he's on his back.
Again, a sacrifice. So, you know, he could have jumped up, got his hooks in. He's pulled him into half guard.
He really needed to turn his hips a little bit then to at least land on top.
You know
now
what?
He's got to work.
George Maslem's going to watch this fight back and kick himself for that.
Yeah, he overbalanced, he overcommitted, but he didn't turn his hips. It would have been a brilliant takedown if he had landed on top.
Certainly, this could be the turning point here for this fight.
Exactly.
In the dying seconds.
He's got the mount, and he's rolled him.
Well, George Maslem's finishing on top, but I think that is a win there for Liam Nash.
Yeah, I mean, the judges have still got to decide with regards to that middle round, but at the moment, in my eyes, it does seem to be Liam Nash.
Ladies and gentlemen, give both these fighters a round of applause for starting the evening off. And after 3 rounds of to and fro action, we go to the judges' scorecards, and they see this as a majority draw. Ladies and gentlemen, going to hand over to your promoter this evening, Dane Bowers.
Guys, let's have a quick chat. George, let's grab you first, mate. Let's have a quick chat. Obviously, majority draw. Did you see it that way? I mean, how did you feel the fight went?
It was a good fight, and he's a strong opponent. And yeah, I seen it split down the middle. He had a bit more control on the floor, but other than that, I'd say it was split.
I mean, in the second round, obviously, you had a good ground and pound going there. We did well to get past that, but in the end,
I'm gutted I didn't finish there with a ground and pound. I thought I was going to, but I slipped trying to stick a triangle up from top and that, and...
Well, listen, absolutely great fight, mate. Thank you very much. Please give it up for George Maslem. Liam, let's have a chat, mate. Well done. Same question to you. I mean, do you see it as a draw, or do you think you did enough for the win?
Maybe edged it a little bit, I thought. But he was a good fighter. He gave everything, so did I.
I mean, you seemed really competent on the ground. I mean, it was first round, you pretty much had him on that. Second round, you did really well to get out of, obviously, the bit when he was on top of you. Bit of ground and pound there. Did you think that you had a bit of a problem there?
A little bit, yeah, at that point. But obviously, tried to keep bucking him off and lasted the round out. Just disappointed I didn't get the win.
End of the day, absolutely great fight early on in our night. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Please give it up for Liam Nash.